When you're in danger, when you're alone, when you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange. Yeah, we're strange folks. What up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Big Pat. This is JoJo. Let's kick off another motherfucking safety meeting. We got lots to talk about.
Oh yeah, motherfucker. Safety.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, in case any of you guys were wondering where we've been, sometimes even the greatest minds of the world need to take a little break, regather, reinform,
I was pooping.
redistribute. Yeah,
I was
it
pooping.
happens.
I
What else changed?
I
Look at
found a
that.
nice.
What is this?
I found a nice section in the newspaper and just decided to read for a little while. Got lost in it.
I didn't know you had cheeks. That's different.
I know.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen you. You look good, buddy. You look good. No homo.
Pestering daughters will do that to you. She really wanted to see my cheeks. I don't know why. But she's 4 and she gets whatever she wants because that's daddy's little girl.
Exactly. I remember one time my daughter was like, "Yo," she didn't say "yo" because she doesn't talk like that. But she wanted to know what I would look like, so I shaved all hair off my face, and she was terrified. She was absolutely fucking terrified. She was like 4, and she was terrified, and she was like, I came out of the bathroom and I looked at her and said, "Hey, baby." And she just looked at me and I saw the fear in her eyes of, where's my mom? Who the hell is this guy?
I wasn't going that far because it's been it's been at least 20 years since I've seen my face with no hair on it. I don't want to know what that looks like.
Right. I did that a couple years ago, and it started a chain reaction of bad events. So I realized I'm never going to trim my beard off again.
I don't know.
But sometimes for that necessary growth, you gotta clip it all, so that the next time it comes in, it's more fuller. It happens from time to time,
I don't have that problem right here. Only right here. So maybe it'll work around for me this time.
You almost got you a Fu Manchu going on.
I'm kind of going. I was kind of going for like one of them biker beards. I was thinking about just go ahead and cutting this off, and then starting to curl these up, so I can have like one of them evil scientist looks and be able to walk around and go, whoa.
You're gonna have a Colonel beard, bro? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Call you JoJo Sanders. Yo, let me get some chicken.
I like to do weird shit, people. For anybody who doesn't know, I grew my hair out and just braided it for 2 years just to do it. Pissed everybody off at the time, but you know what? It was fun. My daughter misses them. She misses them. She asks me all the time if I can braid my hair. I'm like, it's not long enough.
I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely was one of those people that picked on you a little bit, but I didn't go full out.
I mean, I did go through a phase where I looked like that guy off of Ancient Aliens. Now that you've seen the show, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I definitely
look
like a
smart fucking dude, man.
He is, man. He's fucking awesome.
Dr. Edward. It's like Dr. Edward something. Yeah.
Whoever you are, shout out to you, bro. Keep doing your thing.
Shout out to Ancient Aliens, because lo and behold, you guys have been telling us shit for years, and people didn't watch. And if they did watch, what do they call them? Fucking tinfoil hat people living in bunkers.
I'm the crazy guy. I'm excited about it, though. I want to touch base on that a little bit, actually, right? This is coming from the people like myself who have been thinking like this for a long time. All right? Like, I've been thinking like this since I was a little kid. I love the fact that so many people over this last year have opened their eyes and they really see the truth. But don't come to me with some shit that I've been telling you for years, talking about it, some new information. It really pisses us off. It makes us look at you like, man, I've told you that 100 times. Like, why are you giving me the same information I just gave you last week and you said no?
Right.
We love the fact
weird how that works sometimes.
It is.
It's like, it makes you wonder if people are actually listening when you talk, or are they just really, they're just letting you talk to get it off of your system and not trying to absorb. Like some people, when you come up with these different things, right? Now, I'll admit, I used to be one of those people. Something seems a little bit outlandish, and a little seems a little too good to be true, or too dark, or too mysterious. There's a lot of truth in it because look, man, with, with every lie, there's a little bit of truth, and with every truth, there's always a little bit of lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why teabag hookers on Tuesday.
Teabag Hooker Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Should get a sound bite for it. What? Everybody loves a half price hooker on Teabag Tuesday. It's only half price.
So for anybody out there who watches football, Carson Wentz is still going to be trash in Indianapolis also. Just want to say it. Jalen Hurts, thought he was going to be a great player when he first came into the league, but since you're going to be Philly starter, he's going to be trash too. He was a bust. Redskins Nation. That's all I'm saying, man. We're going to find a quarterback. They talking about my boy Fitzmagic going to Washington. I know that makes Pags excited. Man, I ain't going to lie. Dirty little secret. I've been a Fitzmagic fan since he was in Buffalo. There's just something about him, man. The fact that he was from Harvard and he had that little bit of swag to him, he was just different. I was like, fuck with this guy.
Fitzpatrick is a field general, and he does not get enough credit. That's all I'm saying. He makes mistakes, but all the great ones make mistakes.
Modern day Brett Favre. Just never had a great team around him.
A true gunslinger.
I'm telling you, come to Washington, Fitzpatrick. You'll win you a chill Super Bowl. Guaranteed. You can steamroll right over them Bills. Who are going to flop this year. It's gonna be
I know. I'm starting to hear more speculation, man. We might be getting JJ. They're still talking.
Bro, he's washed. We both agreed on this the other day. He's washed.
Yeah, but there's something about the culture in Buffalo, man. It makes people. It brings out the best in everybody.
Stick with Shaq Lawson. You guys run a 4-3 or 3-4?
Most cases we run basically a 5-2 a nickel. We usually got the nickel back instead. He can depending on the offensive show. He could either put his hand down on the ground or he stands upward like a back.
JJ, you want a championship? Go to Green Bay. Don't come to Washington. We don't need you in Washington. Go to Green Bay.
Go to Pittsburgh. Fuck.
At least in Green Bay, you'll win a playoff game or two.
Tell me that wouldn't be nasty to have both JJ and TJ in Pittsburgh. Tell me that wouldn't be nasty, dude, because they would bring out the best of each other.
Their fullback is the other Watt brother too. They'd have all three of them there.
Think about that, man. What a milestone. Kudos to his parents or their parents.
I think there's 4 of them because there's also another fullback in what used to be San Diego Chargers.
Kudos to their parents.
Facts.
Made some thoroughbreds. The Watts and making a staple in the NFL. That's all I'm saying. They're just good players. Doesn't matter what team they play for. They're just good players.
So, if any of you out there have any input on where you think J.J. Watt should go, you can hit it in that comment section right next to the like, subscribe, notification bell. No, it's been a while, but hit that motherfucker. Share it with your friend, bitch.
Straight up though, I want to hear y'all's teams. You always hear us talking about Washington and Buffalo all the time. Who do y'all like? Who do you root for?
I think they're just scared to talk to us.
They don't know how. They keep getting messed up.
So here's the thing,
right, folks?
The numbers still keep going up. They may not be big numbers, but someone's watching. Just talk.
Something that you need to understand too, folks, is this, right? If by chance you go to open up one of our videos, you know, like say you get it sent to you or whatever, you know, it got received to you in a share, and those problems come up where you click, you know, you can watch the video and it gets to a point and you want to hit the like button or you want to hit the thumbs down or you want to do whatever, and every single time it tells you in order to do that, in order to comment, you have to sign in. So here's what you do, folks. Real simple, real easy to bypass. So what you do is the video that you're currently watching, go in that right corner over next to the bell and hit save. Okay. You hit save, you close out of the window, you open up your YouTube app, you click your saved videos, bam. Then you can hit the like, then you can hit the subscribe, then you can hit that little bell. Then you can tell us how much you hate us or how much you love us. Either way, we still appreciate you because that's what we do here. But I want to know your teams. I want to know about some of y'all's thoughts. I want to know. I want to know. Look, we be talking about some shit, right? And I know the people that watch. Some of them I know on a personal level. Some I don't. But there's a lot of smart people out here, folks. And if there's anything that we're ever talking about that you feel that you could say or maybe explain a little bit better, or maybe you can elaborate and continue on to what we're talking about. We want to hear those things too, man. Feedback is feedback is a good thing. It lets us know that you love us just as much as we love you.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Remember them commercials back in the day where it was the white guy walking around the African village? And it's been the same commercial for like 40 years now. You know what commercial I'm talking about, right? And they're asking for 17 cents, the price of a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
When the
Yep.
fuck has coffee been cost 17 cents?
Right.
When, like, I don't know why this just came into my head while he was talking about everything. When? Why 17 cents? What can you buy in Africa for 17 cents that's going to take care of this kid for a whole day? It's 3 meals, a shower, a bed for 17 cents. Kind of think I need to move to Africa. Maybe we got things wrong.
Well, maybe the people who came up with it, you know, they created like this model. They're like, look, if we can get X amount of people to do X amount, whatever, this will be cool. And it used to be 50 cents a day. You remember those old ones that had the lady, what was her name? Suzanne something, not Suzanne Summers.
Oh, then I don't know.
She's like, and all you gotta do, kids, is just for 50 cents a day, you can make sure to take care of all the families. And it's like, bitch, I could send you my 50 cent, but you probably not gonna send it to nowhere. You're probably gonna put it in your pocket. That didn't make any sense either. But you know what? I don't care. Who gives a fuck? That's what a
I
safety
just
meeting is about, right?
I just want to know what where does coffee cost 17 cents? Obviously
Probably
not in
Colombia.
Africa. Obviously, are you sure? You know, there's actually certain parts of like South America where the currency is cocaine.
Yeah, it's over near Peru.
You just go to the store and just give them a chunk of cocaine. Yep, that's how I'm gonna pay for my milk and eggs today. Y'all have fun with that powder now.
Oh, while you're at it, let me get a pack of Newport 100.
Yeah. Oh, you need another half gram? All right, I got you, bro.
Man, weird shit going on everywhere. Weird shit. I was reading something about like you know, because people are all of a sudden constantly really nonstop of reevaluating and looking at the man. What?
Kept coughing. I was cussing at the blunt.
I sound like you said "fuck you."
Said fuck you.
the the Mandela effect.
Said fuck you, you bitch ass.
So it's kind of weird, right? Because I can't fully explain to you the Mandela effect, but it's basically like remembering things a certain way as opposed to what it really is. As in, at some point in time, some point in time, something happened, like something altered in the
Was Sinbad
universe.
ever a genie?
Yes, that's been proven. He was a genie.
He never played in a movie called Shazam, bro.
No, it was Kazam. Shazam was Shaq.
No, Kazam.
Kazam was Sinbad.
No, Kazam was Shaq. Google it right now. Kazam was Shaq, bro. There is no the movie Shazam was a superhero movie that they just came out with a couple years ago.
Which was a really good movie, by the way.
Sinbad's even come out and said himself, bro, I never played in no fucking genie.
I don't know, man. But like things like here's one of the examples that kind of took my caught my attention was Looney Tunes cartoons. How the way they spelled tunes.
It was two
The
O's.
picture was the same, yeah, but modern day it's uh Tunes, right? Like tunes. Uh, but back in the day, it was Toons, as in short for cartoons. Yeah, there you go. Pull out the wizard device. The all-knowing Oz. Never mind that man behind the curtain.
I
But
don't
then,
know,
like,
man.
okay, so a lot of
I
people
don't
went,
know, bro. According to my little device right there, that's from 1950. Can y'all see it?
yeah,
Okay, it's blurry on my end. It says Looney Tunes, Tuns. Well, Tunes. Sorry, people. Dyslexia. I just read.
I like turtles.
Boobs in the wood. Bro, that was the
Excuse
name
me?
of. This was a name of a Porky the Pig and Daffy Duck. Porky the Pig, Daffy Duck, and Boobs in the Woods.
Boobs in the woods. Gotcha. Yep.
All right then. That must be a really a classic right there.
Yep.
Mom, can we
Good
go
old
to the
movie.
movie and see the new Bugs Bunny movie? Daffy Duck goes and molests the girl in the woods. Pulls her jugs right out, Mom. That bullshit they've been pushing down people's throat.
Had nothing to do with that. It was duck season.
Are ducks called boobs now?
No, boobs are boobs.
Exactly.
Yo, you want to know something I did notice? Right? So the
Rim
last
jobs are
episode
messy.
we did, yeah, but the last time we did an episode called drugs, right?
Yep.
Now that was the only video I ever saw that when you click on the video, it immediately popped up and said mature content. You have to be 21 and over to watch or listen. You can't do anything unless you do hit the button, one or the other. So they put a mature content rating on it, and you got to sign in to be able to watch it. I thought that was kind of cool. But I mean, I get it. The topic was drugs. And, we started the episode with like, hey, Pat, you want to smoke some crack? So I get that.
And
I
what'd you
could see
say?
where,
And what'd you say? You said no.
no.
This is the same thing Dare says. Say no to drugs. Here you go. Here's drugs. Here's what they look like.
I was
Stay
just
away
I
from
was
them.
just talking. I was just bringing up the concept though that they put a mature warning label on it, and they like, and that was the only video that I've seen of ours that they've done that. So we finally hit one of those censor marks. They
If
were
you're
not.
at a
It
sketchy
was
party,
we were
I'm sorry.
right. If you're, but I'm saying if it was you're allowed to still listen to it, you just can't fast forward. You can't do anything, and eventually it like closes out the window unless you respond to it. So it's kind of cool.
Since this whole
That's
episode's
all.
just been random, whatever come pops in your head real quick. Throughout my whole life, they always told me that when I got older, there would be people at parties and just random in public that want to make me do drugs. Okay? I'm 32. I've been smoking weed for 20 some years. Not every day that whole time, but some of us start young. I've never once had a random person come up to me and just be like, smoke this. Nah, you're
I
gonna
have.
smoke my weed, little nigga, or else we gonna fight. I've never had that. I've never had anybody come up and threaten me to smoke. Hey, you want to smoke? No, it's always, yo, bro, you want to smoke? You got to put it in, though. Or it's,
Right.
yo, bro, you got some? You trying
You
to
burn.
smoke?
You burn.
You like something like that. But I've never had anybody come up and try to force me to smoke pot. Never had anybody come up and force me to try to do crack or heroin.
Right. Unfortunately, I've been to some places where people were just handing out drugs, and I did not participate, but
Yeah, but they were
I
just
could
handing
have.
them out. That's different. No one came up to you and said, you need to take this right now, or else I'm
Right.
going
I
to
was
fuck
never
you
forced
up.
to do anything. Of course, I wasn't that naive. I never did anything ever in my life against my will, other than go to work.
Yeah, right. Like I've always like, if you gotta threaten me to get me to do it, maybe it's not the thing that I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. Perhaps maybe you should just, you know, try something different approach. You know,
If an idea sounds stupid, just don't do it, people. If someone comes up to you and your first instinct is, nah, I shouldn't do that, just don't do it. Don't be like, oh man, let him talk. He talked me into it, man. I really
but
thought
like,
I was gonna make $10,000 if I brought the kilo back, sir. Like he made it sound like he was gonna kill me if I didn't. So I
it's
decided I'll take the money.
guaranteed
Bitch,
money.
bitch, you could have said, no, sir, I don't want to sell your cocaine.
It, yep. Everybody has a choice. You could always say no.
No, random Colombian who I've never met, I do not want to take a vacation with you. That should have been your first objective.
You're right. I've never seen the Virgin Islands, and I'm not going with you.
Right? Be smarter, people. And the only reason why I say stuff like this is because I've seen that show locked up and locked down in random like foreign countries. And most of the time with a lot of these people that got caught smuggling drugs, like that's their excuse, is like they were forced to do it, like they didn't want to do it. Like at first they thought it was a good idea, and then they wanted to chicken out, but it was too late. Like, man, nah, you just wanted to do it. You got caught, so now you're just trying to say, oh, I was a victim.
You got
Fuck out of
cold
here.
feet. Got cold feet. Made some mistakes.
I mean, you ever seen some of these foreign jails? How they do you in some of these
Nah.
places? I probably get cold feet too, bro. There's some of these places where the guards don't even come inside the building. The people that patrol you and run shit is the inmates. Like there's one, like you got like 100 people to fucking one little ass cell. You got people sleeping head to toe on the fucking concrete. Fuck that. I'm good. If I ever go to a foreign country, I ain't doing shit. I'm Googling everything.
Right.
If you can't smoke weed in that country, I ain't going.
You could pretty much, for as far as I know, you can do it anywhere.
Unless you went out there by like Denmark or something, bro. Their jail system is way, or that wasn't Denmark. What was that place we were watching? Switzerland, Finland, or something? Bro, their jail system.
Netherlands,
Oh no, yeah, it was Greenland. So like the Netherlands and shit, because it was out in Greenland. Bro, they put these people. This dude, convicted felon, convicted murderer. He's in life prison. They got everyone set up. Instead of it being like a cell block, or a dormitory or anything like that, it's legit. You have your own little apartment. You know what I mean? Like you go in there, you got a shower, you got a bathroom, you got your bed, you got a TV, you can get a game system, you can get cell phones. I mean, not like a smartphone, but you get like a flip phone, cell phone, track phone type shit. You know what I mean? To call your people.
right?
Um, and then when you go outside of your room, because you share this area with like six other inmates. You got like a living room with like a pool table, fucking full kitchen. Like everyone, like they got a little
But
apartment because their view is 99% of the people that come into their system have a release date. So when you come back to society, we want you to be fit to live in society. Like it's dead ass. Their focus is rehabilitation. So if I want to rehabilitate you, I can't sit here and take all of your freedoms away and
but that sounds like
say,
a shitty
uh,
word though. Rehabilitate.
I mean, yes and no, right? Because bro, some of us just grow up different, right? So since we grew up different, it makes us think that certain things are acceptable. Like pure stats, most child molesters were molested as children because while they
Right.
were a kid, it normalized to act for them. It made like if you grew up and your daddy touched you, you're probably gonna end up growing touching your kid because it makes, especially if you got fucked in the head from it, because it
It's
makes it
learned.
makes it yeah, it's learned. It makes you say, well, this is what my daddy did, so I gotta do it to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's how people are. Like we do it now, even without even the whole sexual component. Some ways that we discipline our kids. I got yelled at for certain things when I was a kid, so I'm gonna yell at you for it. It's just not how it's supposed to be done. This is how it's supposed to be done. Right, wrong, or indifferent, we all do it to our kids unknowingly. There's certain
Right.
rules that we had when we grew up, we just carry over for our kids, and we hated them when we were younger.
Like taking your hat off when you go to eat dinner.
Yeah, little shit
That
like
was
that.
that was hugely enforced. And to this day, I'll go to a restaurant. Not that we can go to restaurants, but not yet, anyways. Soon, people, soon. But like, uh, anywhere, I don't care. I'll take my hat off. I don't care what my hair looks like. If you don't like it, don't look at me. I'm eating my dinner. It's just a respect thing. You take your hat off at dinner. I just something I enforce. Now, my daughter, she picked it up, no problem. Other kids pick it up, no problem. I mean, I gotta tell them, but hey, you're eating dinner in my house. You take your hat off. You know, I don't know why.
Fucking
It's
fucking
one of those
tyrant.
things. I mean, that's how they were raised. That's how my parents were raised. They're in that genre.
So,
That's what I.
oh man, I don't even remember where we were really at. I remember us talking about. I can't remember now.
Uh,
It happened, people. It
the
happened.
Netherlands.
Yep, the Netherlands, the jail in the Netherlands, rehabilitation. So no, the word rehabilitation isn't wrong. Thank you, Patrick. Because it's accurate. Because in certain cases, you do have to retrain people. Because bro, like there is a certain way that everyone should live for society to be the perfect society, which I personally believe is damn near impossible. There's a certain way a certain etiquette everyone's got to have. And there's just certain skills to be an adult that you need that certain people don't get from their parents. That's why this generation has so many homeless people, so many beggars. so many people that are willing to sit there and call in 3 out of 5 days and then sit there and bitch at the company talking about, oh, they cut my hours. Well, bitch, because you just spent the last month calling out the work. The fuck do you expect to happen?
Right? Facts.
Like, if you just sat here and you called out the last 3 or 5 days and then next week you only got 2 days on the schedule, that's because they look at it as you only want to work 2 days a week. Like, so I don't know, man. So yeah, maybe you got to rehabilitate people. Like, bro, they even let them have like people come in and everything, like like visitors and shit like that. They can have their family over and everything like that for dinner and shit. There's this one guy. There's this one
That's
guy, bro.
great.
He wakes up every morning, gets into a car, drives himself to work, and is a foreman at like some shipping dock, making more money than the guards at the prison while in prison, and then comes back to prison every night at like 9 o'clock. He's just got to be in before they lock down. Like while they were doing this news thing that I was watching, right? The dude's like, the guy was going to leave him because guy came with him to work first thing in the morning, worked with him a little bit, got his morning routine. And the guy was telling him goodbye. He's like, yeah, he's like, I'll see you later. I was like, I'll be back at the prison, around 6. He's like, I got a date tonight at 7. So like, what kind of prisoner gets to come back, change, shower up,
Doesn't sound
go
like
out for a
prison at
date?
all.
No.
Just a whole bunch of bullshit.
And the guy looked at him and was like, so how long has it been like this for you? He's like, pretty much the entire time I've been in here. He's like, the guy that owns you guys that he's like, the guy that owns the shipping dock is a buddy of mine, and he looked out for me. Like, that's crazy.
Politics. It's all politics. There's politicking involved in prison, about prison. Prisons just are pieces.
I think your people are here because someone's doing all types of weird shit out there.
What do you mean, yo people?
Uh, her ride.
Oh, okay. Prison system.
The American prison system is fucked, bro. Like, it's not as bad as other countries. Like I said, it's not run by the inmates. It's not, necessarily dirty and shit like that on a lot of them. I mean, some of them are bad, but just the overall way that they treat people, it ain't how you're supposed to do it.
There's a song called Prison Song by System of a Down. I know you've never heard of it, but the chorus is they're trying to build a prison. They're trying to build a prison for you and me. Think about it. They've prison systems. It's just what used to be a correction facility. It's turned into something different, which is why people are able to exploit these things that you're referencing because of a broken system. When politics can be enforced throughout, in and out, federal and state policies and laws and regulations,
Right.
there's a problem with that. You should not be able to negotiate your own future. If you're in prison or incarcerated for something, you should be there and do your time as such. I don't give a fuck if you've been good. I don't give a fuck if you got yourself educated. But if you did yourself something bad or something fierce that puts you there in that position, then you're there for a reason. Obviously,
Yeah,
you're a
but
threat to society as
it
well as
doesn't it doesn't give another person to the right to degrade you, to dehumanize you.
right,
It
because
just
the
doesn't,
prison
bro.
system is fucked too. Yo, people in America, like, okay, now I've never watched all these prison shows. Okay, I've never watched it. Like I told you and everybody before, I don't really watch TV. Most TV I've watched is in this past year. But like all these different systems, it's not like it doesn't seem like prison. It looks like elementary school. It looks like you're going to a high school. You want the shows that you do see. You know, Tracy used to watch shows. She'd show me some different ones. She like the inside women's prisons. I watched Orange is the New Black. That was a good show. You know, I get it, but these don't seem like institutions of
Bro,
rehabilitation, or whether you're putting out as you know,
bro, you can go on YouTube and there's prisoners that go live all the time.
right, and they shouldn't be able to. You're in prison.
Like,
That's fucked up. You shouldn't have a TV in your room. You're in prison. If you're tired of how you occupy your time, I'm sorry, but you're in prison.
no,
You have
see,
to
that's not
occupy your
right.
time
No,
with what you have.
but see but see, what's that gonna do for that person? That's what you're not understanding. You take away everything that makes him makes a person feel like a person, and all it's gonna do is make you worse, bro. That's why 9 out of 10 people that come into the American prison system for the first time or whatever leave worse than what they let when they came into it. Bro, I tell people this all the time. I'm a statistic breaker. I was supposed to end up back in prison. That's just how the game is built. That's the problem. Like now, how they're doing you out in Greenland and they're giving you a chance to see and feel like a real person. That's how you change somebody. You're not getting a person to feel remorseful if you throw him in a fucking cell by himself and just give him nothing but a wall to stare at all fucking day. That's only going to create resentment, and really not even towards the right person in most cases. Now you putting another person in harm's way because you went and threw this person into a cage, but because he committed whatever crime it was, right? It was so bad that you thought you should take away all of his rights, but he shouldn't die for it. Now let's throw him in a cage, but we want him to come out a better person. Come on, man. What happens when you lock a dog up for too long?
It shit's all over itself.
Okay, now and then that happens after a while, and you keep on mistreating it. You keep on mistreating it, and then you let that dog out the cage. What the first thing it's gonna do? It's gonna bite you. I got you now. It's my turn.
Hmm.
That's what they're created.
That's real.
But now this place out in Greenland, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make this person and say, you know what? Yeah, we understand you fucked up. It's not my place to judge you. The system has said that you need to be locked away. Bet. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on you being a better person. Even if that means you never coming home, I still want you to be a better person.
It sounds like I don't know, man. It doesn't sound like a jail. It doesn't sound like you still have to.
And see, that's the problem. Because and maybe it's because you've never experienced it for yourself, but what gives you the right as a human being to sit there and say you have the right to lock another person up and take away his freedoms just because he did something you didn't like?
That's not the case.
That's my
The
honest
people,
question.
but the people that get locked up. Okay, the real people that get locked up for doing some real shit, like taking another man's life.
You should die for that.
It
Eye
should.
for an
I
eye.
mean,
Bible
eye for an
clearly
eye.
states that. Eye for an eye. If you kill somebody, your life should be taken. No disregards about it. If you steal, your hand should be cut off. Eye for an eye. There's certain punishments that have already been laid out for us for all of this. But man is trying to play God and say, you know what? I'm man, judge, and juror. You fuck up, you're gonna come play our game. That's the problem. And they've normalized it. Because you sit here and you're sitting here trying to tell me that, well, you're in prison, you shouldn't need a TV. Like, come on, really, bro? Like,
Okay, so I'm not saying. Okay, you got your rec rooms, right? You got your areas where everybody gathers. Have your TVs there. Why do you need it in your cell?
Because in a lot of prisons in the United States, you're locked down for 23 hours a day. That's why there is no rec rooms in a lot of these prisons. A lot of these prisons, there isn't a lot of movement, especially true maximum security, like high maximum security prisons. There's no movement. Those motherfuckers are locked down 23 hours a day. Nothing. Only thing they got to the world is that TV or that Walkman.
I see
Like
where you're coming with it. Like I see
like
your side of it.
I'm dead ass with you, bro. I've seen some of the greatest youth that I've ever met. Like these dudes were very intelligent. Like they had something going for them and they didn't see it in themselves. That completely ruined themselves within the system. Just because one time they fucked up as a kid and they get caught up in the system and then they feel like the system has fucked them over because now when they come home shit's harder and they're young and they're impressionable, so they feel like their only choice is to go back to the place that fucked them over the first time, causing that cycle, causing that kid to become a killer. No person is born a killer, bro. They're made into it. Society made that kid a killer.
So you're saying, so basically, what you're saying about this whole thing is that we can both agree the system's broken, and that somehow there's a way to deal with a life sentence rather than being confined to a cell to maybe teach you of the errors of your ways, so to speak, and
Yes
teach
and
you to
no.
be a better human being.
I don't believe that you should give anybody a life sentence. Dead ass fact. I think personally, if you feel that this person has fucked up so bad that their life should be spent in a prison, which is making them a slave, that's all it's doing. The Constitution even states that. The only way a person can be a slave in modern society is if you commit a felony, you go to prison. Or if you go to jail in any faction, you are now a slave to the system. That's why they give you a number. You are identified as a number, not a person. That's why that in itself is why the DOJ even existed. That's why you got people that are sitting in life prison right now for weed in our own state, bro. For a pound of weed. That should not cause you to lose your life. That should not that shouldn't be personally that shouldn't cause you to lose anything. It's a herb. It's natural, something that grows out of the ground. How do you have the right to regulate something that God put here? Think about that for a second, people. Um,
Facts.
you want to regulate something that you've made, perfectly fine in my eyes. But you want to regulate something that he put here? No. But if someone's committed a crime that bad, maybe we should just execute them. In which case, the only way I feel that someone should be executed is if A, you're a rapist. Really, I don't even think you should be executed. I think your shit should be cut off.
Burned.
Yep. Straight, both, everything, hands and all. Hands and hand, because the only reason why I say that, because most people that have went through medical castration because of that afterwards actually became more sadistic and started to use foreign objects because they couldn't use themselves. They still had the mental urge because it wasn't a physical urge, it was mental. they they, they just used foreign objects, causing more damage and more pain. So really, what you just fucked the kid over even more now. Cut his fucking hands and his dick off. Let him live
It
the
should be
rest of his life, and everyone in the world knows what happened to him. Oh, you a fucking pervert. But with that said, maybe we shouldn't be killing people because there's a reason that
There's
why
too many
gave.
fucking perverts, man.
Do you know? All right, but there's a reason why God gave Cain the mark of Cain. After he killed Abel, that's when he got the mark. He got the mark for as God's protection, so that no one would gain retribution upon Cain. He didn't want anybody to kill Cain for him killing his brother, which further makes me believe that maybe Cain killed his brother for a good reason, and we just never knew why. Maybe Abel was really the evil one, and Cain was just doing God's work, and upon that's why he gave him the mark.
Granted him amnesty,
Because if
basically.
me because if me and you go and kill someone right now, we're not going to attain a magic marker on us that stops everybody from giving us retribution, right?
Right?
So
They're not gonna be like, "Oh, you telling me that these guys from safety meeting got fucking? Oh man, no, you need to let them go." No,
so
doesn't
maybe
exist.
unless someone gets the mark of Cain after committing a crime like this, we don't kill them. But if you don't got that mark, your ass is dead, bro. If you get convicted of that crime, you are dead. We execute you straight out. Everything else, maximum 10-year sentence. By the time you come home, you should be rehabilitated. And I'm talking about like, 10-year sentence. You gotta be like drug leader, drug lord, pushing keys. You know what I mean? And even those guys, really got to rehabilitate them. Can't we just give them another path in life? How about we go get them an actual job working in fucking some kind of sales company or retail, something that they'll be able to make legitimate big money at. Instead of saying, well, you
Right?
can go work, but you can go work at McDonald's. I know you were just making $1,000 more a week, pushing drugs in the street, but McDonald's will give you $300. What you think about that?
On the books.
Yeah, on the books. You gotta pay taxes every year, buddy. Like, come on, bro. Look how you
Welcome to
breaking it
real
down.
life.
Look how they breaking it down to people. You breaking that down to a 15-year-old that's sitting there looking at it. Well, shit, man. My mama's already doped out. I gotta pay rent. I gotta feed my brother and sister. What the fuck else do you want that kid to do? Straight out. Because you're saying that if he fucks up and he goes to jail, he shouldn't get nothing. But them circumstances right there, what is a 15-year-old going to do other than sell drugs to have enough to pay his bills? Really, he's 15 years old. He shouldn't have to be having those problems. But sometimes in life, those are the problems that we get. So what do you want him to do? Because you're going to send him to jail and put him in a jail cell and let him rot and let him get pissed off at society. That's not going to help him out in the long run. You're just ruining another soul. Maybe that's the problem with everybody nowadays. We don't have enough self-reflection. We don't look at things from other people's perspective.
Because nobody cares about other people's perspectives anymore, Joe.
No, no one cares of why someone is the way they are.
There's way too much self-absorption in the world. People are only obsessed with themselves.
Like, no one ever
No,
asked
I
the
can't say
person.
that. I can't say that. There's well, historically, yes, but things change. Who knows? Everybody's waking up. So by the time everybody's woken up, then at that point the change will come.
Yeah, but see, at that point, so many people are going to be dead that it's not going to be worthless, but we could have done so much more, man. This is just like little things, man. Like, no, like things people say. Like, you don't want to look at things from other people's perspective ever. Instead of sitting there and breaking it down and trying to see where someone's coming from, you say they're stupid. Like, shit, you know how many times that I've sat there and I've commented on something or something like that, and someone will come behind me and say the exact same thing in a different with different words, but claim the idea is theirs. Or you know what I mean, claim that they're the smart one out of everything because they the one that said it. Like, nigga, you're not even paying attention to nothing no one else is saying. You only caring about your own conversation, and I know why you laughing because you know what I'm talking about. Because that shit bothers me. It's little things. Because
See, that shit
that
doesn't bother me.
because no, if see it bothers me because it shows the ignorance in the world. Because it's little things that matter. If you're gonna sit there and treat the situation like that, and it's something as minuscule as that was, what do you do at
Yeah,
home?
but
What do you do at home with your wife and kids? Because her opinion matters just as much as anybody else's, Papa. And I don't know,
ignorance,
bro.
man. Think of the
It-
word ignorance,
yeah,
right?
but see, that shit
It's got
ruins.
ignore right in it.
Yeah, but see, you can't though.
But because
That's
if
the
you acknowledge it, all you are is just enabling it. You're promoting it.
no. I'm not promoting it because I'm trying to change it. That's the thing. Acknowledgement doesn't mean I'm giving you time to say what you got to say. Acknowledgement means that, in this sense, that dude, you're fucking an idiot. That's not how you treat people. Like, and it's not even from my standpoint. Like I said, if you're willing to do that from something as minuscule to that, how do you treat other people in your daily life that you know people, that you see them face to face? You have those same type of interactions where your opinion is the only opinion that matters? Because if
There's way
so,
too many of that.
exactly.
Self-absorbed.
Because if that's the case, then how the fuck are you all geniuses? Because if you're, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Don't know if your mom didn't tell you this when you grew up. You can't all be special. If you're
Hmm.
all special, then you're all normal. Kind of how that works.
Bum bum bum.
So your mom was lying
You
to
heard it
you.
first.
You're not special. You're a
And you're
normal
not.
ass fucking person.
You're ugly. Let's face it.
Exactly.
We
I
we all
I'm
are.
I'm a sexy man
Honestly.
beast. I'm a sexy man beast.
No,
You're an
no.
ugly
Come
son
on,
of a
Joe.
bitch.
Let's be realistic. We're all
I'm
ugly,
no, I'm a sexy man beast.
man.
Look me up at OnlyFans, sexy man beast 910. The shirtless guy that does
Drop
home
them
chores.
digits.
Oh
Bam.
yeah, baby. Listen, it's real cheap too. 25 cents for per subscriber. I'm just trying
That's
to.
for a whole month, folks.
That's right.
25 cents.
Listen. I'm just trying to
For
get early start on Christmas.
Sally Struthers. That was her name, Sally Struthers. I remember now. For
I
just
don't know, man.
25 cents a month, we can deliver you the most amazing content on this side of the Rio Grande.
I don't know, bro. Like, why people gotta be so fucking stupid? And not in the concept of be like idiocracy stupid, but like,
Because it's the divide. That's the problem. It's the divide. In every divide, there's teams and groups, and each group has the same mindset. And this group is going to have a different mindset than the other guys because the other guys are clearly idiots. And then there's the other group of people that think that both of you are idiots and they have the solution. And then there's a whole other group of guys that have it's just continuous. It's
see,
just division.
I just think everybody's idiots because everyone's just being a fucking dick.
No, people are just idiots by nature, by association. They're
like I
just
said to
following
you,
the herd.
like I said to you before we started shooting this, because you were talking about a dream that you had, and I told you maybe the way you figure out your dream is within the conversation that me and you have. Maybe that's why you had the dream. Maybe that's why everyone's so fucking lost because you guys are too busy trying to figure it out instead of talking to somebody about it.
Right?
Instead of
Yo, I feel
saying,
you.
look, they're like, yo, what's your opinion on it, bro? Like, Do you think the pyramids are all linked up together? Do you think it's some kind of like ancient technology, or do you just think I'm a
Yes.
stoner? Like,
Nope.
but no one
It's
wants to do
there.
that.
It's existed. They made a fucking documentary show. It started off as a documentary show and turned into a regularly scheduled program for 10 fucking years.
And you know why the
They know
Sphinx
what they're
is?
talking about.
You
And
know
what's
why this,
really cool is the cinematics that go with it. It puts proof to everything that they're saying. That's what makes it cool.
you know why the Sphinx is shaped like a cat? Because it's the protector of the pyramids, bro.
Yeah.
And the cat is the universal protector of the universe.
Yep.
Oh, we said it here before, people. You go ahead. You think you got ghosts or something like that in your house? Get you a cat. Whatever room your cat's in, that ghost will not be in. I guarantee you that.
They are pretty special beings.
They'll come around your dog though. They don't give a fuck
Look
about
at
your dog.
their eyes. Some of the cat's eyes, look like a galaxy.
You know what I see when I look at my dog's eyes? Play, play.
It almost made me bust out into an Eric Clapton song.
Uh, yo, so I've been doing something interesting on Fortnite the last couple days. I like to go on, and you can change your regions.
Yeah.
So I like to change it to like Europe and Australia, shit like that. Just talk to random people. Got this one kid earlier. He asked JJ if he could speak German, and JJ's nine Platz Sitz, and the guy just shut his mic off. I'm like, oh no, you just told this dude no, nine, sit. Can you speak German? No, nine, or no, sit. No, down, sit. Sorry.
Du kannst mich blagen. Anybody can translate that. High five. That is a real thing. Du kannst
But
mich blagen. It's a German
just want to
saying.
say, Australian people are awesome.
Australian people are more worried about the United States than I feel like the United States is worried about.
Like we were we were on there earlier, and they asked why we were switching regions, or why we were playing with Australians. I'm like, I'm here doing research to find out if dingoes really eat babies. I got the same response from them. They just started laughing. They're like, "Oh shit!" They don't. Dingoes are not running around eating babies. Apparently, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Just an American myth.
Hmm. No mysterious babies being consumed by a dingo in
I think to,
Australia. You heard it here, folks.
I think tomorrow I might ask them if they've got the shrimp off the barbie. I'm probably gonna be like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" I'm like, "I don't know, man.
He
I'm
sounds
high."
American.
Honestly,
I don't really do a good
after we quit
Australian
this,
accent. Every time I try, I sound like I try to go into a British accent.
after we got done with this, I was gonna try to get you to join my lobby for once, and we were gonna play in trios in Australia. I wasn't gonna tell you, but
Oh shit!
I just thought it would be funny just to add like a random Australian person.
Go to Europe though. I want to speak to the Brits. Let me talk to the Brits. I'll just try to fit in and start talking to them. Where are we
See,
landing, boys?
the whole thing is though it just says Europe. It doesn't give you a certain part of Europe,
uh,
so you get like all different random languages.
oh my god, bro! I haven't worn this coat in a few days. Just reached in my pocket and look what I found. What would you do for a payday bar? Is that how the commercial goes? I don't know.
Yo, so
Thanks, payday.
JJ
Why don't you go ahead and sponsor me and I'll pop one of these bitches up in every fucking episode.
JJ was playing with this kid earlier, right?
Winner.
And he was supposed to be in like some Asian region, and the kid was speaking American and JJ or English. Sorry, I don't want to sound like an asshole. And JJ's like, "Yo, where are you from?" And the kid's like, "I'm from the United States of Arkansas." I'm like, "It's not a fucking country, man. It's just one fucking state."
United States of Arkansas. You should not pick on my dialect. I'm trying very hard to fit in with the rest of the community. That's not it.
Oh, I don't. I'm feeling safe.
I'm feeling pretty safe.
So did you learn anything tonight?
Hmm.
I don't think he did, people. He had to think
I
about it enough a long time.
I learned that we can play a duos match against people in Australia. I learned that we can think about a different way to deal with criminals. We learned that hmm.
Just real
I don't
quick,
know. What else did you
before we
learn?
leave, before we leave, real quick. I know he don't watch this. Sometimes his mama do. I don't know if she watches them all the way through or not. Tomorrow, when this is aired, it'll be Eli's birthday. Happy birthday, Papa. I love you. Big
Happy
six.
birthday.
What? What?
Oh, the big six. Man, I remember when I was 6.
Yeah. Like in Power
Not
Rangers,
really.
Ninja Turtles.
They weren't out yet. Ninja Turtles, yeah. But
Bro, I
I
got him
remember
up.
when I was 6, I was into My Pet Monster and
Gosh,
Voltron,
I'll be right
and
back, people.
Transformers, and wrestling.
2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds.
We're gonna count this out. 1, 2. Fuck that. I'm not counting. Joe with his ass walking in the other room. Who does that in the middle of a podcast, anyways? I mean, seriously. Joe does. Oh, he's coming back. Singing some shit. Uh-oh, I see a Ninja Turtles
Fuck yeah, look at that, boy.
package. What do we got?
Bro, that's
Oh,
real
shit.
metal too, bro.
And it comes with Leonardo. What?
That's that's straight metal. That's not plastic.
That's
That ain't
nice.
breaking. $20 Walmart. It was the last one they had.
That's kind of cool. I like the Leonardo because I'm a Leonardo fan. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle growing up?
Raph. That's his favorite Ninja Turtle too, but all they had was Leo.
Leonardo is the best. I don't care what anybody says.
Raph was the
I'll
best,
debate
bro.
it with you the whole time.
Raph was the best fighter. Hands down, better fighter.
He's the more physical. He's the most physical.
Better fighter. Hands down. Only thing that Leonardo was better at him as is that he was better at keeping
Decision
everybody,
making.
yeah, keeping everybody in their place. But he was not the glue. That's why when Raph went out on his own, Raph was able to do shit, but they weren't. Like he wasn't the complete same without them, but they definitely weren't the same without him.
Which Raph
That's
are we referencing? Are we movie Raph, cartoon Raph, comic book Raph? What are we doing here?
Ours, old school.
Movie ref.
Yes. Because I ain't gonna lie to
Gotcha.
you, I really don't read comic books. I'm not a big comic book person,
Yeah.
and I
I
don't like.
used to be, and I'm not against it. I just I kind of grew out of it. That's all.
And I feel like the modern day cartoons and the modern day movies completely fucked up the timeline of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I don't think they do a good job with them at all.
Yeah, I've seen turtles in space. They really jumped all over the place.
I
Yep.
mean, I mean, in the early '90s, they had that one VHS movie that was like that though, where they went into outer
Bro,
space and they were fighting the little brain robots, which are in the new cartoon, the Crane. But or no, they were the little mousers. They were the little mouse robots that they were fighting. They weren't the little crane
right?
things. They were mice.
From the Rat King.
Yep, from the Rat King.
Such a great cartoon, man.
But
I really wish Modern Day didn't mess it up.
I don't know
They're
about
still trying
Pat,
to capitalize off the name. What?
but I'm ready to say I love y'all
Oh, thank you.
and peace out. This has been fun.
Oh, oh. And now the time is near. It's time to close your little windows. We're saying bye. We hope you're high. So stop on by.
The
What?
fuck was
What do you
that?
got?
What?
I'm just going with the flow. I was doing it my way because that's the song I was getting to.
Whenever has the flow been Mr. Rogers?
That is not Mr. Rogers, sir. I was going
That
with
was
My Way by Mr.
that was.
Frank Sinatra.
I got Mr. Rogers vibe. I was waiting for a fucking. I was waiting for an imaginary train to come around the
Because
corner.
it's a good feeling. A really good feeling. A feeling to
Oh
know that.
shit!
You just
All
know
right,
that
people.
when the day is through,
I love y'all. Peace out.
we're
This has been
getting
fun.
stoned.
Don't
Be
forget,
good
don't
to each
forget, hit
other.
that like and subscribe, notification
Hit the
bell.
like
Find
and
it.
subscribe button.
We got a fan page. We got a page up on Facebook. Look us up, Safety
Facebook.
Meeting. Facebook.
Safety meeting,
We
folks.
got a TikTok. We don't really put too much up on the TikTok because I really don't understand TikTok, but we on there too. But come hit us up if y'all want to be on here. Holler at us. We love a conversation.
Facts. Be good, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.